Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Garoppolo. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Out to his left. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken at the 15. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to throw. Graves. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player, and not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Landry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On second down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Nifty move. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That is caught by Callaway. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Being chased out, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Barkley. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Graves. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice game.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, 52 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Garoppolo's throw complete there to Thomas. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, here's Agnew. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. 73 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Graves. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on second down. Graves. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Agnew now to return. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A 62-yard punt return. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Gay is on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And some room to roam now. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On first down, Garoppolo. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Garoppolo again. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
This is too easy right here.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Let's go.
So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rear.
Look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, Graves finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Off the play fake. Graves. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on 3rd down. Graves. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback. Because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Kamara up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Garoppolo. Complete. It's Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more. I think even more so is offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Rolling to his right. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
228 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll go to Barkley again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Barkley is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The New Orleans offense set to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On second and very short, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Saints coming back out, ready to go for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Amari Barno.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Garoppolo looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Amari Barno.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Amari Barno.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo
tries the left side and finds Olave.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Fighting through pressure. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Graves. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw. Let him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Off the play fake. Graves.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And at the 7-yard line, the the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.